How's it going, everyone? My name is Chase, and in today's video we're taking a look at the brand new Native Instruments Traktor Kontrol S4 MK3. This thing is amazing, and in this video I'm going to be talking about some of my favorite features. Plus, stay tuned towards the end of the video because I will be comparing against this guy. This is the Pioneer DDJ-1000, a really popular controller, and this video will help you decide between this or the Traktor. Stay tuned. Alright, this is the brand new Traktor S4 MK3 controller, and let me just say, this thing is amazing. Native Instruments hit it out of the park with this controller. The size and the fit to finish is really appealing, and this is one of the main reasons why I picked up this controller. I personally own the DDJ-1000. I got that right when it came out, and when this guy got announced, I got really excited to see that all of the features that I find appealing on my controller are coming to this controller. Sure, they may be different because of the software that you use. You know, Traktor is a little bit different than Rekordbox or even Serato, but ultimately this controller packs a heavy punch in the space to where you don't want to lug around CDJs. You want something more compact that can get the job done. So I don't want to take up too much of your time. I just want to talk about some of my favorite features. Number one, I gotta say these new jog wheels are amazing. They are so nice, and they have this new haptic drive. And what I mean by that is when you're on a cue point, at the beginning of the cue point, this will actually give you some feedback, and you'd find the same feedback like on an iPhone of how an iPhone vibrates when you get a notification, or if you use like 3D touch. So they did a fantastic job with the platters. They just feel and look extremely nice. They have this new mode where you can put it in like a normal jog mode, so if you like to scratch on this controller, they actually just feel really tight and responsive, and you can actually adjust the jog by hitting this button, and you can make it super tight so you get some really clean and precise nudges, or you can just have fun and you can loosen up the whole drive, so when you do these really crazy backspin effects, it just goes forever. And I also really appreciate the new FX selection with the mixer FX, where now everything's post fader, so you get some really clean transitions that you can perform on this controller that weren't possible with the previous generation of Traktor controllers. And finally they put in a XLR microphone, and I'm so happy that they put this in here because I myself, I enjoy using the mic, or I just want that functionality to plug an XLR in. And now I'm going to show you how to activate it. You're going to hit the Shift EXT. This will activate the microphone. Hello, hello, now you can hear me. And the cool thing about the mic is that you can put these new mixer effects into the mic, so you can put a little reverb. So as you can tell here, it sounds really good. You can put this is like an echo. Hello, hello. You get that nice little clean echo. And the beauty about these, you can just switch in between. This is a filter, and this, woo! And that's kind of a noise right there. So they took ideas from other controllers and they made it their own, which I really can appreciate. And the innovation is definitely here in this controller. You're going to get a lot more creative with these new mixer effects, and this even applies to other things like even tracks. So if I'm playing a track right here on this guy, and you hit this little knob, as you can see, it's post fader, which is really clean, so you can do some nice new transitions. I just love that about this controller. These jog wheels make it so satisfying when you're trying to mix. Other cool new features about this controller is you have these little screens here, and they will show you the track name, the BPM, and also your loop information here. So if you want to go into a loop here, you'd hit this button. You can tighten the loop here, so if I'm playing a track, it's so satisfying. You can literally get super creative with the loop features of this controller, and I've always appreciated Traktor for the amount of creativity you can put in here with remix decks and sampling. It's a little different from your standard Pioneer controller where you have a slicer feature and also where you can just beat jump into different beats. But I feel like if you took the time to learn all the features that this controller has to offer, you're going to be extremely satisfied. They also have some new features, like they have a reverse button, also a flex button up here. So if you're doing like a backspin, the track will continue playing. You can also do a nice little reverse into that as well. The buttons feel really, really primo. I do love the feel that these buttons have, so I can appreciate that. You also, on the front, you have the headphone jack, which is a standard one you'd find in headphones. You also have the jack, the standard 1/4. What else can I say about this controller? Just the size makes it super appealing. And I'm going to show you in a second of how this will compare against other controllers on the market. And I feel like with the amount of stuff you get these nice new XLR masters. You also get the standard RCA. You get line inputs on the back, so if you want to plug in some turntables. You also have down below here the ways you can adjust like the crossfader and also the EQing on the controller as well. But overall, I feel like they did a fantastic job with this controller, and I feel like I'm going to be using this for a very long time. I'm actually a novice when it comes to Traktor. I've only used Traktor for, I'd say, a couple months now, to where I'm really diving into it. And I just have to give my friend a shout out. He's giving me crap to not really taking the chance and buying a Traktor controller, but I feel like this is a piece of equipment that you can definitely justify using as, you know, a hobbyist controller, or you can take it to the next level, and this can be your daily driver professional controller. You can easily roll up into a club, put this in the booth, and just go crazy with this controller. And the amount of features that they give you in this package is just unreal. So right now I'm going to compare this controller to the DDJ-1000, just show you how different and how similar they truly are. So here we have the Pioneer DDJ-1000. This controller, as you can see, this is pretty big. It's kind of a mimic off of the 900 Nexus 2 mixer, and you have the CDJ-1000 Nexus 2s. It's kind of in a more of a controller slash compact version, and I got this controller right when it came out, and I absolutely love this controller. I don't have any bad things to really say about it other than the size. You know, this is a very big controller, and I really can't take this to clubs because they look at me like, are you kidding me? At that point, I just pull up Rekordbox DJ and just play on some 2000s at the club, because this doesn't really work for a club DJ. You need something more compact. And comparing this guy now, just let that sit on top and let it just kind of sink in here for a second. This is a pretty compact controller in comparison to even the 1000. And sure, the 1000, they didn't really want to sacrifice making it smaller because they packed in so many features. But if you think about it in retrospect, this controller has almost all the same features, and then even different ones. Of course, the DDJ-1000 has different ones as well, but for this size here, this is very gig friendly. It's not going to break your back, and people are not going to give you these weird looks when you pull up into a club with literally a suitcase, as you would say, with the 1000. And even in comparison to a smaller controller, the Wego 4 is actually, sure, it's small, but the S4 is, in comparison for all the features you get, it's really not that much bigger for the amount of features they pack into this deck right here. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this short video of the brand new S4 Mark III in comparison to the Pioneer DDJ-1000. Both of them are really excellent controllers. You have to ask yourself, do you like mixing on Traktor DJ, or do you think you want to try something new and get you know, maybe Rekordbox DJ? Because they're both really nice pieces of software. You know, they have their positives and negatives, but I really think if you wanted to make the switch and try something new like myself, because I've really never used Traktor before, you know, this is a perfect controller to make the switch for. It's not going to be nearly as expensive for this. This controller is over $1,200 at the moment. I actually picked this controller up online at gearfreemusic.com at a ridiculous price at the moment. I found a link to have it be $750, and it was shipped from the UK. I will include the link in the description below if you want to save some money on that controller. But you know, they're both really sweet, and if I had to pick one overall, it's kind of tough to pick a winner, because this is excellent for, you know, juggling multi-genres, and if you're used to Rekordbox, you're going to feel right at home with this. But You know, if you like doing remixes or kind of having more creativity, this by far is going to win it for me in terms of innovation. Or if you just want to stand out from the crowd, I feel like a lot of people use Pioneer DJ, or you know, they use other software kind of like Serato. But you know, if you want to be kind of that standalone guy, you know, maybe switch to Traktor and kind of learn and become a pro at this software. And you know, it might be kind of difficult to start, but there's tons of guides online, and I would just say practice. Practice makes perfect, and I feel like if you can master this controller, you can literally just change the way you DJ and stand out from everyone else. But my name was Chase. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Leave me a like and be sure to comment at the bottom, and I'll catch you guys out in the future. Let me know if you want me to do some more videos on the S4 or maybe some even on the 1000. So just let me know. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.